let me state our team stand again that we are going to keep the capital punishment for the sake of national security. And let me tell you the facts that almost 90 countries around the world allow the death penalty. And in the United States, 38 states out of 50 states have already allowed it. So we say, but we're not saying that killing people is okay, but we're saying that it has to be done to protect those people who did not do something wrong. Because if we don't do this, what will happen? The bad people, we're gonna break the prison and can't do something immorality again. So before I tell you the argument, which is about social awareness and the unfairness of the trial, I have 4 rebuttals to present today. First, we should not we should not abolish the death penalty. Because the government come up and say about the matter of life. But if you abolish it, the punishment will be too soft for people to committing the crime, so that people will not afraid of the punishment. And I'm going to elaborate that more in my argument. And we cannot do this because today prisons are overcrowded, and it's not feasible to put every people who do something wrong in the jail because there are going to be too much people in the jail. So it's not feasible. And even if they ban the death penalty, it doesn't mean that you're not putting innocent people into the jail. It means that those innocent people were still punished. So your mechanisms are not directly solve the problems that you state. And for my next rebuttal, the government come up and say about slippery slope. You say that if we allow the death penalty, it means that we're allowed the support the torture too. But it's not the same thing because we can kill those bad people without any pain. We can make them unconscious and then we're going to make them die. So that is not torture, and you cannot compare this with the death penalty. And moving on to my third rebuttal, which is about, you're saying that the system is not sustainable because there's innocent people. But we say that we have check and balance system. So if we enforce this check and balance system, it's going to be better if we use this system, use checks and balance system. And for my fourth rebuttal is about the government say that if we allow death penalty, it means that the government is committing crime because but we're not saying, but the government did not commit a crime because if the government do this, it means that the government protect more people, in order to more safety society. Because if we abolish the death penalty, it means that we're not killing these bad people, and so they can break the prison and do a bad thing again. And how you can make sure? How you can make sure that those people in the jail will be better if they break the prison? There's nothing guaranteed. So we're saying that death penalty guaranteed 100% because if these bad people die, there are not going to be more bad people in the society. And the government stated about the rehabilitation, and the rehabilitation is not going to do anything because you cannot prove that those people in the jail, when they come up out of the jail, they will be a good person. Yes.
Yes, you said that you keep claiming that these prisons would be broken, but we said that new technologies right now are making prisons more safe and more regarded. Moreover, people would have tax.
But today, we can see another problem. We have a corruption today, and if the jailer receives the money from the prisoner, the jailer can let the prisoner out of the jail, and they can keep doing bad things again. So you cannot make sure that those prisoners we're going to stop doing bad things by abolish the death penalty. And moving on to my argument, first it's about social awareness. Today, normal punishment makes people think twice before they do something bad. But the capital punishment makes people think more than twice because the death penalty makes people fear of death if they do something wrong. People will fear of death and pain. And if they know that if they are going to die, and when they do something wrong, they're going to hell. And so when they feel and they think, they're gonna think more carefully before they do something, and their decision, and they will think more carefully before they make the decision for doing something wrong. So when people stop, and people will stop thinking about bad action because they know what will happen if they killing these people. They will know that they're going to die. And of course, even though they are bad people, they have feelings, they have fear of death, they fear that they're people and they don't want to die too. So to the result of the death penalty, it is obvious that if you do something wrong, you're going to die. And those people are going to fear of this punishment, and they're not keep doing wrong things. And if they're not keep doing wrong things, the society will be, the standard of the society will be increased. And so the people in the society will feel more secure. And moving on to my second argument about the unfairness of the trial. And it's obvious that it's not fair for the relative of the victim. How? Because the relative will think that if that own flesh and blood died when those murderers kill them. So when the flesh and blood died, those murderers should not stay alive too. So that the government gonna give this fairness to this family. So, and if you abolish them, there's going to be a social backlash because people will feel that the government did not protect them. They're going to be protest, and the crime rate is going to be increased. So with our proposal, what will happen? The social will be safer because there are going to be less bad people, less crimes, and it's going to lead to higher standard of living. And so the people will be secure because they feel that the government protect them. But without our proposal, what will happen? The people will keep doing bad things, and it's going to be increase in crime rate because people will not fear of the punishment, and then other people who did not do something wrong will feel insecure because they will feel that the government did not protect them from these bad people. So with our proposal, I'm so proud to oppose. Thank you.